I would like to talk about the power of Quran al-Kareem, the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The power comes from the author, so it's something well known in our human terms that the words of great authors who has command on language and style, say for example Shakespeare's words, are not similar to a layman words because of the skills of using the word and the associated word knowledge of the author that makes his words superior than the normal. Extend that concept to the Quran, one can easily see that the knowledge and power of Allah is not comparable with human beings' limited knowledge and weakness and constraints. Words of Allah must be much superior than the words of human being. Just take the analogy of work or a creation of Allah versus a creation of a human being and see the difference. Let's say from clay, a human being can make utensils, make houses, make statues and things like that. And with that same clay, Allah has made us, human being, this beautiful creation that made wonderful things on earth. So that tells you the difference between the creation of Allah and the creation of a human being. It's the same as the difference between me and you as human being and lifeless plate or statue or utensils that we make out of clay, although the raw material is the same in both cases. Now let's come back to the language again and the text. The raw material in what you and me say and what Allah said is the same. These are the alphabets, the building blocks of a language. In Arabic it is Alif Lam Mim, it is Alif Ba Ta Tha. In English it's A B C D and so on. But look at the difference. That out of those same raw materials and building blocks, Allah has authored this Quran, and the product of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in terms of this text and words is the same as the difference between us being human being and a clay product of our man-made clay product. The difference is the same. Hence, or if we extend that, let's say we analyze the work of art of some famous artists like the Mona Lisa or whatever, and try to find out all the secrets embedded and things like that. Don't you think that it's worth in the first place to analyze the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? If we search the Quran, you will see the Quran itself in various locations describes its own power. Read for example what Allah said, وَلَوْ أَنَّ قُرْآنًا سُيِّرَتْ بِهِ الْجِبَالُ أَوْ قُطِّعَتْ بِهِ الْأَرْضُ أَوْ كُلِّمَ بِهِ الْمَوْتَى بَلْ لِلَّهِ الْأَمْرُ جَمِيعًا. If there has been any text that has the ability to move mountains from one place to other or dig tunnels in the solid rocks, had been such a text that enjoys that power, it would have been the Quran. Okay, so really it's amazing that how much valuable text we have, authentic text verbatim from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yet we neglect and show little respect. So it's really a call for all the Muslims and non-Muslims, for the whole mankind, to really take this Quran seriously and start researching. It's a fertile land for research. for the whole mankind. And that's why the Quran often addresses the mankind. It's not a book sent to Arabs or a certain tribe, or it's a global. As Islam is global, its Quran is also global, as opposed to the previous messages and previous scriptures. It was meant to be for a certain tribe, confined to a certain geographic location, as was the case with Torah and Gospel, the Bible, which was revealed exclusively for the children of Israel. So let's all put efforts together and analyze this book, and I'm sure if we do that with a sincere eagerness, you'll find that the Quran starts to throw to us its gems and jewels.